Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock. Happy Friday to you all. So I'm driving. I'm headed home, so sorry. Hear my keys and my signal light and all that good stuff. So listen, guys. I wanted to talk to you all about forgiveness. I'm sure I have a recording on forgiveness, but again, usually something happens during my day that triggers a second recording, because sometimes it can be the same topic, just kind of like a different scenario. So either way, God used me today to deliver a message about forgiveness to one of my I won't say who it is, but to someone, and after I got finished speaking with her, I could literally see the film lifted off of her, like a spiritual, just a spiritual film. It's almost like it just was, she was released. And see, that's what forgiveness is about. Forgiveness is about releasing that toxic, that heaviness, that darkness. It's about releasing. However, if we're honest, we're human. So forgiveness, and not for everyone, of course, but for many individuals, definitely myself, forgiveness is one of those things that is just like the most hardest thing. For me, it's because in general, I'm such a loyal person, not just in a relationship, but in general, I'm a loyal person. So when that is not reciprocated, it just takes me to a different level, and I can hold a grudge forever, if I'm honest. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, listen, I can see you next lifetime, because like, for real. But here's the thing. I think a lot of people struggle with forgiveness, and even myself at some point, because we assume that forgiveness equates to reconciliation. No, it does not. Just because you forgive someone, that does not mean that person is back into your life. That does not mean you're back in contact with that person. In fact, you don't have to ever see that person again. But you released whatever they've done. You released the hurt, the pain, right? And it's not to say that you have forgotten it, because you will never ever forget it. In fact, you may always have a little side eye, about that person. But the point of the matter is, it's not like a cancer inside of you. Meaning, at some point when you would hear their name, there's something inside you that would just roar up. And you know what that thing is, because it's a feeling, and it's not a good feeling. It's really not a good feeling. It probably takes your pressure up. Stress kills. Where once you get to a place of forgiveness, okay, you still don't want to hear that person's name, but if you happen to hear it, you don't feel that feeling any longer. You can say something like, you know what, okay, yeah, I'm glad they're fine, have a great day, that type of thing. Or, you may just say you don't even want to discuss the person, and that's fine. You have to do what works for you. But the point of the matter is, it's not eating at you internally like a cancer. So she was just telling me, and I didn't even, here's the thing. She was going through something, it's a bad something that happened to her within her family. And she didn't even expel that to me yet. It's just that when I met her, I could feel a heaviness. I could feel a block. I can feel, if you're spiritually connected, you can kind of feel, or if you have the discernment, you can feel through a person. There's a block. It's almost like a block, like I trust no one. That type of block. So, God nudged me. Again, sometimes I don't even want to, deliver a message at times, but I'm obedient. And so God nudged me to deliver a message, and, I won't even get into what all I said. But I just, prayed before I started speaking, because I wanted to be all spirit, not me. And I was just telling her how, we're human. We all go through being hurt. However, I'm a living witness that Many of your blessings will not be released until you get to a place of forgiveness. Again, that does not mean the person comes back into your life. It just means that God can't give you blessings when you're occupied with hate. Blessings are pure. So God can't take something pure and put it into a spirit, a soul that is dark and full of hate. So that's why the forgiveness is a release. Because once it's released, then God can start pouring blessings into your life. And those blessings will rush in, because it's almost like it's been on, it was on a back hold, because you've been holding that hurt inside you for so long that the blessings has been just adding up and adding up and adding up. So once you release your spirit, release that darkness, then boom, the blessings rush in. They will overtake you. And then she looked, she started crying, and then she said, but I don't even know how. She said, there's just no way. There's just no way. As a fleshly being, I can do it. I've tried it all of my life. I said, listen, you're 100% right. You just hit it head on. Because I know I couldn't do it on my own. I've tried. I tried and could not. And then you start fooling yourself like, no, I forgive. When you're doing it on your own, you fool yourself. I forgive. But yet, you still feel that roaring of that darkness and anger when that person name comes up, or you run into that person or whatever. So I told her, I said, we're not, as human beings, most times we are not strong enough to do things on our own. That is what God wants. God wants us to be, to rely on him for certain things. Because if there's no need to rely on him, where's the glory? Where's the glory? Like, we do it all on our own? So I explained to her, I said, well, listen, this is a conversation that I had to have with, someone years ago. And here's the thing. You go to God and you just ask. The thing about it is, many times we think we're waiting on God, but God is waiting on us. God is a gentleman. He's not going to force himself into your life, into our lives. So you go to him and you say, God, literally just like this, I am tired. I'm tired of hating. I'm tired of someone else having control over my spirit, over my emotions, over my life. I no longer want to be occupied in that space of darkness and anger. And with your hands lifted in the air, Lord, can you please help me forgive? That's all you have to do. That means you've done your part. You went to God and you've asked God to help you. Does that mean you're healed overnight? No. No, you're not healed overnight. But you've started the process. You've done your part. So now God will do his part. What does forgiveness look like when God starts to do his part? God will start to send every single thing that you've asked for. A new spouse, a new job, a new career, a new business, financial blessings, whatever. All the things that you've asked for and that you never attain, and you can understand why, because you didn't know that you were blocking your own blessings. All of those things that you asked for are on the way. Here's where it can be tricky, and this is something that she is dealing with. When you've been hurt bad, just depending on the situation, when you've been hurt bad, when God starts to send the blessing into your life, sometimes you can be so paranoid that you block those blessings. God can be sitting here trying to send you backed up blessings from 20 years ago. But because this person hurt you, and yeah, even though you did forgive them, or you may be in that process of forgiveness, don't let nobody fool you and tell you that you have to forgive somebody overnight. That's a process. That's a process. And if there's anybody who was forgiven overnight, please tell me the code. Help your girl out here. But so when God starts to send people and things into your life, and you start to feel that little thing rising up, and again, like, well, this person hurt me bad, so I'm not gonna trust this. This is, listen. When God sends the person, not when you choose. See, you choose those fools yourself. But when God sends the person, trust me when I tell you, that's where it's at. So you're not going to have to be all paranoid about it. But that's going to be a process too. That person still have to, really show and prove and all that stuff. But my point is, don't be putting that block up right away. Well, I've been hurt from this, so you going to hurt me too. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody deserves a fair chance until proven guilty. So I hope this can help someone. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Forgiveness is not easy. Forgiveness does not equate to reconciliation. Forgiveness does not mean that person is back into your life. That just means that you no longer want to bust their head to the white meat when you see them. That means that you no longer have that thing inside of you stirring, that dark, angry thing, this like that, oh, when you see them. You can be able to hear their name, walk away from the conversation, even shut the person down, like, you know what? I'm glad they're okay, but, let's just not go there. So, guys, I hope this helped someone. I got some seafood, honey, tonight. Some seafood and champagne. So, anyway, you guys have a great weekend. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.